Time now to answer some of your business questions. Our makeover team, Mike and Denise, are here with us. The first one is about how to market your brand.
I would like someone to explain the difference between marketing and public relations and how they are interconnected.
All right, Denise, right up your alley. How do you answer her?
Sure, we get that question a lot, and the best way to think about it is if you're watching TV, the commercials, that's advertising. Somebody's paying, their message is definitely getting through, it's going to be there no matter what. Public relations is what feeds the stories that's going to be covered on the actual TV show, on a news show or a show like this, or in the newspaper when you read articles, magazines, things like that.
Yep. So I like this idea of what you said. Marketing is guaranteed. Public relations, kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah. Exactly. But the thing about public relations is when you get that coverage, the people who are reading it, they also know it wasn't guaranteed. It was chosen. It's third-party endorsement sort of stuff from a trusted source. So it's very, very valuable. And the mix is really the ideal thing. You want to try to have a budget where you have that definite message going out for your brand awareness, and then the public relations where you get the third-party endorsement that makes people go, you know what, I'm going to consider to try that.
There's a real easy way to see this. Public relations are how the public relates to you. It's the communication going on around and behind the scenes. It can be managed and influenced. Advertising can be directed.
Got it. Okay. This next one is about scaling up your business.
We've had a lot of interest from larger companies, and we didn't know the next step to take. So we wanted to know whether we should look into hiring people for production, sales, or marketing.
You know, I've heard a couple of these questions recently of people who just did not expect their company to be as successful or grow as quickly. You get people who are interested, but if it's not definite, how do you know you have the money to scale up in the way you need to?
You know, it's funny. If you asked me this question a few years ago, I'd say sales and marketing, sales and marketing. I've changed my tune. It is production. Production is the essence of what builds a company. Without it, you're not going to be able to keep delivering. But something else has changed. Marketing is more and more integrated into your product and service. It's the experience people have with your product or service that gets the word of mouth going, gets social media spinning. Everything points to production.
So if they think, I mean, you think it's a good investment then anyhow, even if the big companies don't pull through and some deals, potential deals fall through.
Yeah, get better at making stuff more efficiently and make the end product even better. That markets itself.
And there's nothing worse than going out and selling something that you can't deliver.
Right.
It's better to not do that at all and wait until you're ready.
Right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is about building bonds with your clients.
When you're building a brand, it's really important to establish an intimate customer connection, experience, and brand identity. However, as you grow, you ultimately distance yourself from that. How do we stay connected to our customer?
We did a story just last week about a guy who built a great aquarium company. His clients really trusted him. He was sort of one of a kind, and he had trouble first growing because his clients wanted him. They didn't necessarily want the people working for him. And companies, a lot of companies deal with it as they grow. So how do you maintain that kind of small business, keeping in touchness as you grow?
Well, that's the great thing about social media. You can still have your entrepreneurial spirit going out anytime you want to your audience as big as it gets. But it's also important to start as you mean to go on. If you always intend to be a one-person shop, then you should do everything. But if not, you need to try to pull yourself back and hire as quickly as you can in the beginning to set that stage. Now, that being said, you want to make sure you have that internal spirit going on so that people know culturally how to continue growing your company the way you would.
Yeah, I mean, even still, though, even if it's just not you, when you're starting out, you have tons of time. All you want to do is talk to your clients. You know, it's the best thing as you get bigger. They call you, suddenly you or someone who works for you has 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's something
20.
you have to do. And I'm going to steal from Denise's bag of tricks because she helped my company do this. As I build my brand, people expect to talk with me. At a certain point, I have only so much time. What she did for us was made the community talk amongst itself. They continue the story amongst themselves. So set up a platform where your customers can talk, and it'll take some relief from you doing the work.
That's a great idea. Social media. I'm taking it used through social media. All right. Well, Mike and Denise, thank you so much for answering all these questions. And if any of you out there have a question for our experts, all you have to do is go to our website. The address is openforum.com/yourbusiness. Once you get there, just hit the Ask the Show link to submit a question for our panel. Again, that website is openforum.com/yourbusiness, or if you'd rather, you can email us your questions. The address is yourbusiness@msnbc.com.